Defaults and restructuring. Understanding the importance of some finance concepts. Presentation overview. Defaults. Explore the concept of defaults, including what they are, how they work, and why they're important. Restructuring. Delve into the world of restructuring, looking at the different types of restructuring and why it is done. Understanding defaults. What is a default? A default occurs when a party fails to fulfill their obligations under a financial contract, such as a loan or bond. It is an important concept in finance as it helps to determine the terms and conditions of such contracts. Examples of defaults in action. Defaults can take many forms, including missed payments on loans, late payments on credit cards, or failure to deliver goods or services as promised. They are used to determine the terms and conditions of financial contracts and assess risks associated with them. Use of defaults in finance. Defaults are used in finance to determine the terms and conditions of financial contracts, assesses risks associated with them, and set the interest rate on loans or bonds. They're an important concept that helps to ensure that financial transactions are fair and transparent. What are defaults? Definition of defaults. Defaults are the terms and conditions of a financial contract that are triggered when something goes wrong, such as missed payments or other contract violations. Protection for lenders and investors. Defaults help to protect lenders and investors from financial risk by setting out the consequences of defaulting on a financial contract. Enforcing financial contracts. Defaults provide a way to enforce the terms of a financial contract and ensure that both parties to the contract are held accountable for their obligations. Examples of defaults. Bond defaults. A bond default occurs when an issuer is unable to make interest or principal payments on time, as specified in the bond contract. Default terms can involve payment of a penalty. Credit card defaults. Credit card defaults occur when a borrower fails to make payments on their credit card debt, often exceeding their credit limits. Default terms can involve payment of a penalty. How are defaults used in finance? Risk management. Defaults are used in finance to manage risk by providing a way for lenders and investors to protect themselves from default risk associated with borrowers and counterparties. Contract enforcement. Defaults help to enforce the terms of financial contracts, ensuring that borrowers and counterparties meet their contractual obligations, thus maintaining the stability and integrity of financial markets. Exploring restructuring. Types of restructuring. There are several types of restructuring, including financial restructuring, operational restructuring, and strategic restructuring. Each type of restructuring focuses on different aspects of the business and is used to achieve different objectives. Why restructuring is done? Restructuring is done to help companies manage their debts, improve their operations, and position themselves for growth. It can also be done in response to changing market conditions, mergers and acquisitions, or changes in business strategy. What is restructuring? Restructuring is the process of modifying the terms and conditions of a financial contract, such as a loan or a debt, to improve the debtor's financial situation or to reduce the creditor's exposure to default risk. Types of restructuring. Debt restructuring. Debt restructuring involves modifying the terms of existing debt obligations to improve the debtor's ability to meet financial obligations. This can include extending the repayment period, reducing the interest rates, or forgiving a portion of the debt. Operational restructuring. Operational restructuring involves making changes to a company's operations to improve efficiency and profitability. This can include reducing costs, closing unprofitable business units, or changing business processes. Financial restructuring. Financial restructuring involves changing a company's capital structure to improve financial stability and flexibility. This can include issuing new debt or equity, retiring outstanding debt, or recapitalizing the company. Why is restructuring done? Debt restructuring. One of the most common reasons for restructuring is to help companies that are struggling with debt. By renegotiating the terms of their financial contracts, these companies can get the breathing room they need to get back on their feet. Operational restructuring. Operational restructuring is done to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of a company's operations. This can involve anything from streamlining processes to outsourcing non-core functions. Conclusion. Defaults and restructuring are important concepts in finance that help to ensure the stability and integrity of financial markets. Understanding these concepts is crucial for anyone interested in finance or investing. Thank you.